Chapter 2. Buckle up, folks.
Mr. X black shades welded to his skull like he's auditioning for some bargain bin sci-fi spy reel. Steps into the profiling pen. Place is tighter than a nun's fist. Smells like old sweat and panic. Clerk behind that grated counter heads a glossy black sphere. No neck, no mercy. Face looks like it dropped out of charm school and kept rolling. Are you on standby? Mr. X growls, right up in that chrome kisser like he wants its circuits to fry. Dome tilts.
ID, buddy, or your space dust.
X digs into leather, jams the card through the slot. Vice grip snaps on his wrist like it's scared he'll bolt. Let go of me, you bastards.
Too late, meat. You're in the grinder now.
Mr. X winces like he just bit tinfoil when the scanner zaps his barcode hotwire under skin.
Mr. X. No priors, no warrants, nothing. Look at you. You're cleaner than Grandma's upholstery.
A side door farts open with that same gas gurgle burp. You may enter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. X steps through. Door clamps shut behind him like a jealous ex. Mr. X struts, boots clacking like gunshots, into the arsenal vault. Candy store for trigger-happy psychos who think peace talks means free target practice. Rows of death gleam under violet LEDs. Mac 10, Benelli, Remington 706, that sweet little 45. Hell, even the railgun X27. All pose like supermodels on a red carpet. Hefts that cannon, shoulders pop. Cool, but like I told your idiot on the horn, I need something that screams, I'm overcompensating. Give me more power. Clerk slaps a greasy palm across the panel. Secret door slides aside like it's blushing.
Feast your eyes, X. Silver Serpent, antimatter rifle. Built for General Setish. Crown's own psycho big bro. 41 6-barrett guts. 8.6 kilos of murder. 57 inches of stretched out ego. Breaks down to 38 for when you're playing ninja. She purrs like a panther and bites like the end of the world.
Hot damn! Swings it up like a drunk conductor. This ain't gonna fry my family jewels, right? Clerk taps the glowing charge bar, purple vein pulsing.
That's the time to power up reload humming in your teeth right now. Side effects untested. Could melt your balls into sauce. Once she's green, the 23-inch 5-power optic muzzle brake pisses on Newton. Oh, unsqueeze for a violet haymaker. Target's gone before the boom says hello. I named her the God Slayer. Just don't miss. Her cooldown is a mess.
A knife skewers the security officer's neck. Blue blood splatters like a busted faucet. Mrs. Y steps out, blade dripping, face stone cold. The clerk's dome goes crimson.
You'll all be flayed on Catherine's wheel, you scum-sucking traitors!
Uzi roars, brass reins. X dives, get down, as bullets chew concrete like a dog with a bone. A .50 caliber roar fills the vault. Mrs. Y's hand cannon spits one thunderclap that blows the clerk's black bowling ball skull clean off. It pops like a water balloon filled with mercury and sparks, showering the floor in chrome shrapnel. Nathaniel Crown sends his regards, she says, voice flat as pavement. 10 black-clad operatives crash in behind her, rifles up, boots stomping. They sweep the racks, Macs, Benellis, Colts, all gone in 4 heartbeats, like locusts hitting a buffet. Mr. X watches, knuckles white on the silver serpent. The charge bar flicks. 2 neon bars to go. Yvonne, he growls. I wanted to test this bad boy. Mrs. Y shoves her still-smoking pistola home, spins, snaps. Xavier, you had your shot. What took you so long? Mr. X rolls one shoulder like it's sore. Mrs. Y saunters forward, hips swaying like a threat. Chill, baby. Now you'll have all the time in the world to cool down. This thing charges slower than your sex drive. The words echo off the vault walls. Inside his head, a mental screen flashes. Silver serpent slashed red. Next file, teen mean machine. Mrs. Y smirks, slaps the serpent's side like it's a stubborn mule. Chapter 3, The Warden's Lair. Soul's balls are dripping sweat. He's a fucking pig in a goddamn sauna. Warden's office reeking like week-old coffee and the fear of a man who's about to lose everything. Walls are gray, closing in like they're alive. Cuffs chewing his wrists raw. Then, bam, fist on desk. Papers airborne, mug airborne, Warden roaring, with a face that's all busted prom night. Quit squirming, you little prick. You'll snap your fucking ego. Voice like a blender full of gravel and rot gut. You're gonna throw that race tomorrow. Capiche? Look at me when I'm threatening to end your sorry ass. Eyes red, bloodshot like he's bet his last credit on a horse with 3 legs. Soul's mouth tastes like sand and piss. He knows what happens. Betray the boss, they strap you down, saw you open, sew you back sloppy. You've been a festering, cocksucking hemorrhoid since the day they dragged you in here, Warden hisses, breath like dead meat and cheap booze. Every riot, every fire, you walk by, shit detonates. Maybe you don't like my 5-star shithole accommodations. He leans in so close, Soul smells liver failure. Race goes tits up, I'll shove you in the gravity cage 10G until your spine pops like bubblegum. Popcorn's on me, motherfucker. Guard swings, baton cracks under Soul's jaw. Iron taste floods. But Soul, he's ice. Locks eyes. I'd do anything to crawl out of this piss pile, he says, calm as ordering coffee before a firing squad. Warden grins, nasty. Oh, here's your carrot, asshole. Win tomorrow, you're shipped to the pro circuit. Racing fucking aliens. Lightspeed fame. Only director wants Cyberhawk on top. We keep him happy, we keep breathing. I know you and the missus don't throw races. Cute, but don't play hero, or I'll stomp your throttle foot till it squirts. Taps calm, cheap gangster smirk. Guards, hold him one good swing, he's a vegetable. Door slides, boots jackhammer, batons humming like horny wasps. Soul tenses, pulse screaming run. Warden's eyes say, you're already dead meat. Imagine a room that screams spaceship crash landed in Dracula's loft. Crystal chandelier leaks prisons everywhere. Light stabs the shadows like a raven hell. Nathaniel Crown, silver fox in a suit sharper than a scalpel, lounges in a leather throne. One eye amber, one ice blue, both scanning like he's hunting dinner. Simply spectacular, he says. If this thing's body surfing humans, vacuuming their souls like a cosmic Roomba. What the hell is she? Dann sag mir, wenn sie nicht in ihrem Originalkörper ist, wo zum Teufel steckt ihr wahres Ich? Hector growls, slow as concrete, every syllable landing, like a fist. Clara shrink-wrapped in white, doesn't blink. Hair perfect, eyes dead, like she's been embalmed mid-stride. Wenn du recht hast, was zum Teufel will sie dann mit all that power? Jeannie says, voice flat, like she's pricing bodies. Cleo's sunglasses don't move. A tiny smirk. She's already decided who dies first. Walter's drumming his chair like he's sending SOS to the mothership. Eyes zipping left-right, hair sticking up like he's been electrocuted. Whatever the hell she's doing, it's gonna be biblical, he blurts, jittery as hell. Nathaniel just smirks. Mohenjo-daro too, babe. Some say it's paradise, if you've got half a brain. Hell if you don't. Floor scrubbing forever. That's what happens when the collective IQ takes a nap. If you keep dreaming, you'll God in this sandbox. Castles, starships, the works. Everyone else, chained to their own dull-ass imagination. Society forgot to feed him paint thinner. He swings crack. Q clips the orb. Physics weeps. Not everyone's built for it. He leans, thunk. Purple orb vanishes. My experiment's 3 days doc. Flip the switch and you'll see.
Clara shuffles papers sharp as a guillotine. Cleo's eyes flick to Walter, unreadable behind her shades, then freeze straight ahead. Nathaniel's gaze narrows. Doable, huh? At what cost? Hector snorts. 6 figures for basic cryo, minimum. Self-replicating stem cells on demand, 10 billion, easy. His shot sinks the sapphire, steady as a sniper. Jeannie taps her tablet, nodding. Only for the elite. Not for us, not even you, boss. No offense. The labs, staff, tech, it's a fortune. Cleo cuts in, voice like a venomous whisper. The blood harvest would offset the costs. Her shot slams an emerald orb into oblivion. Nathaniel watches the balls scatter, then turns slowly. True, Clara. What about our drivers? Immortality. Maybe. Walter shakes his head, hype fading. Not physically. You could build a body that doesn't age, stays healthy, feed it protein, electrolytes, hell, even bugs, and it keeps trucking. But immortality? Nah. His shot misses. Table beeps mocking him. Hector leans in, sinking another orb like it's personal. Jeannie locks eyes with Nathaniel. They're selling durability, not immortality. Brain's the bottleneck. Dementia, neuron rot, harder to fix than skin. My program, though? Her shot curves, devours a crimson orb. Hector's face lights up. Fun fact, ancient Egyptians did brain surgery with bronze tools. Drilled holes to ease pressure, drained the pus, patched it with linen and beeswax. You lost a chunk of skull and a few IQ points, but most lived. Modern medicine didn't top that till the 20th century. Jeannie smirks, messing with brains, chemicals, implants, rituals, like some psycho pharaoh on bath salts. She hands Clara a slim folder. Clara passes it over. Nathaniel flips it open, eyes scanning fast. This the method? Jeannie nods, grim. If you've got the stomach for it. Walter grins, leaning back. It's a playground, boss, for those who can afford the ticket. His final shot flops. Cleo's shot buries 2 amethyst orbs, her silence louder than a supernova. Nathaniel sinks a crimson orb, voice sharp, cold. Keep digging. I want options, not fairy tales. Clara and Cleo march out, heels clicking like a countdown to doom. Hector shouts over the fading echo. Mr. President, got a specific test subject in mind? Nathaniel pauses, eyes flicking from Cleo to Clara, weighing them like meat.
I do now.
Clara steps forward, voice low, like she's reading your obituary aloud. In shadowed heaps where rusted relics rot. A landfill sprawls, big beast with no chill. Its gore-crusted fangs chomp intruders bold. Tread its gold mine, flesh torn, screams its thrill. Howl leaves dread through rival bones. The dog of doom owns every scavenger. What fiend is this? Claws kissed by night. Hell's hound, where blood and fear unite. Welcome to Junkspire, where the land fills a rusty junkyard so vast, it's like God sneezed scrap metal and called it a day. Late afternoon, sun's baking everything like a cosmic air fryer. Michael, tall, shaggy brown hair, eyes walnut dark and way too sharp, digs elbows deep into what used to be a hover car. Fingers slick as fryer grease. He yanks the carburetor loose. Snap, like he's ripping off a scab. Drops it into his sack. Clank. Another trophy. Dust cakes his sweat, then he spots it. A toilet, wedged between twisted alloy. Some alien king's porcelain throne, probably clogged with space tacos. He snorts. Lunch break's over. Over at the crankshaft, a dive bar that reeks of motor oil and bad decisions. That damn robot John Denver's mug, welded onto a 6-foot chassis, strums a busted steel guitar,
under a light bulb that blinks like it's about to dump him. Well, life on a farm is kinda laid back. Ain't much an old country bot like me can't hack. It croons, voice twanging harder than a hick on a black hole bender. Half the patrons cheer, half don't know the song, too busy sniffing their own armpits. The alien crowd scales, fur, tentacles that could headline an octopus boy band, sways like they're trying to grind on gravity itself. They suck down neon drinks that glow like Chernobyl Kool-Aid, fizzing on their tongues. It's early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country bot. The three-eyed bartender, polishing a bar made from downed starship holes. Over in the corner, Zychron gamblers slap credits into a steaming pile. Mud track races tomorrow. They're already sweating like pigs at the butcher. Out on the flats, engines growl like my stomach after 3-day-old burritos. Michael kneels by his dune buggy, Frankenstein's monster of welded pipes, rusted plates, and whatever else he could pry off a corpse of a craft. He torques a bolt, hands rock steady, even though his heart's doing the cha-cha on meth. Other kids, faces crusted like they lost a fight with a dirt devil, wrench away at their rigs, everyone a rolling junkyard orgasm. The starting line scratched in bleached gravel, sun hanging low. Racers crawl into cockpits that wheeze and belch, engines coughing like they chain-smoked cosmic camels. Michael straps on a dented helmet, visor spiderweb like my dignity after last Tuesday's open mic. The starting line is scratched in white. Racers climb into their seats. Michael slaps on a dented helmet, visor cracked like my dreams after open mic night. He grips the wheel like it's his last hope. A flare shoots up. The buggies blast off, kicking up dust plumes that glitter gold like a Vegas showgirl sequence. Back at the crankshaft, John Denver bot sways, plucking strings like he actually has soul. When the work's all done and the sun setting low, a holoscreen flickers above the bar, grainy feed beaming down the flats, buggies leaping dunes, engines shrieking like banshees on bath salts. Michael's rig charges past, holding a lead thinner than my wallet after rent. The track is a brutal gauntlet through dunes and scrap piles. The buggies weave between starship hulks sharper than a heckler's comeback. Michael's ride rattles like my grandma's old washing machine. He swerves around a crater, tires skidding like they're auditioning for a stunt flick. A red-striped buggy, driven by a wiry kid with a grin cockier than a reality TV star, pulls alongside, revving like he's trying to impress an alien prom date. Michael leans into the turn, sand spraying like confetti at a parade. He nudges ahead as the red-striped kid eats his dust. The final lap is a death run through a canyon of stacked starship holes. Shadows slice the track like a bad barber. Michael's buggy whines. The engine screams like it's begging for mercy. Red Stripes is back, inches from his wheel, the kid yelling trash talk, drowned by the roar. A sharp turn looms. Michael yanks the wheel, tires kiss the edge of a drop, like a daredevil flirting with death. Red Stripes overshoots, scraping a hole with a screech that sounds like a cat in a blender. Michael floors it, glowing barrels marking the finish line ahead. The sun's a dying ember, painting junk spire crimson. He slams the throttle, and boom, engine blows. Smoke billows like a dragon with indigestion. The other buggies zoom past, crossing first. Michael skids to a stop. He rips the helmet off, hair flat, wet dog brown. The winner struts past, rat grin, fist pumping like he beat the tax man. Other rigs cough in behind. The crowd pours out the crankshaft, roaring like the engines just had sex. John Denverbot belts over the chaos. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country bot. Michael slaps the Dune Runner's hood. Well, that was a craptastic finish.